Hello, I'm Michaela and I am back with another reading vlog, and I have not updated today and it's quite late, and I've only read 27 pages of Visitor by Lee Child, which is a Jack Reacher novel, and I am reading these slowly in chronological order, and I think this is like number 4 in the series chronologically. Yes, number 4. And I've only read the 27 pages and it's 11:30 at night now, so I'm going to try and read until midnight and see how much I read, and I'll update at about midnight to see if I've read any more. Hopefully I've read another 20 pages or even 30, hopefully, and I'll see you then. Hello, I'm back and I have read another 46 pages on top of those 27 I read earlier, and I'm going to put this down for tonight. It's interesting so far, and it's interesting to see the FBI break their own very basic laws that all officers in the FBI and below have to actually abide by, and I want to see how that turns out for them, see if that makes a difference later on in the book. And it shouldn't take me very long to read because I'm already on to page 73, and that's from about an hour's worth of reading. So I look forward to reading some more of this tomorrow, and I'll see you then. And it's Tuesday, and so far today I've read 42 pages of The Visitor by Lee Child, and I'm enjoying it so far. I'm wondering if the person that's committed the crimes is within, I forget if it's like CIA or FBI or something that are investigating it, but I'm wondering if the person is working within that group of people, because they do have military experience that we know so far in the book, and I'm just curious to know if it's that or if it's someone from a gang that Jack Reacher has annoyed, that has some military experience and knows where to get some military items from, which they have had. They've had guns that were military, that were bought in the military like 13 years prior to this book being set. So I'm wondering if it's any of those guys to do with the gang. So I'll update later because I'm gonna have some dinner and carry on with this for a little bit, see if I can read about the same as yesterday, and yeah. Hello, I am back and I've read another 35 pages of The Visitor, bringing the total pages up to 150 so far this week, and so far I think that the killer is being cocky. I think that they're thinking about changing the routine of how each murder takes place, whether it make the intervals longer or shorter, or actually use of violence during the murder, and I think that's the perfect way to get caught, because I think that's how mistakes get made, because you're actually changing things and they're not thinking about it as much. And I also think that his girlfriend is missing in this as well. Jodie, I think she's called. None of her phones or fax or anything are being picked up, or they're switched off, and I think there's something up. So either her not picking up is something to do with the FBI or the gang at the start of the book that he'd messed with a little bit. So yeah, to find that out. that it could be part of the plot here, but I'll wait and see. But I am enjoying it so far. I've read like 77 pages so far today, and if I keep up that momentum with my page count, which I hopefully will, then I should finish this in no time, because I've read that much in 2 days, and I'll update either later or tomorrow. I'm back with the last update for the night for The Visitor by Lee Child, and I've only read another 24 pages, bringing my page count to 174 pages. I've read 101 pages today, which I'm very happy with. If I can read about 75 pages a day, if I'm lucky, if I can actually get to that number, then I'll finish this in no time, because I'm quite far into this so far in 2 days. And I'll update tomorrow when I've read some more, and I'll see you then. Hello, I'm back. It's Wednesday, and so far today I have read 43 pages of The Visitor by Lee Child, and this evening I've got just over 30 pages to read to get to my 75 page goal for today, and hopefully I'll get to that in about half an hour, 40 minutes tonight for reading. And I'm slowly getting an idea of the guy who's doing this. We're getting more explanations into how he's actually doing it, like killing the women without actually physical damage or physical evidence to show that he's like done it. And I'm starting to think that he's out to get Reacher for something. I think he knows who Reacher is, and I don't know what him and Reacher have got to do with each other at all, but if that is true, if that's what's going on, and hopefully I'll find out soon enough. I'm excited to find out, because it's quite interesting seeing what he's doing and maybe his thought process, and I'm curious to find out if he gets very reckless or not, because with this next murder that he's done, he's not done like being violent himself. He's made her harm herself before she dies, to mess with the police a little bit, and the FBI as well, I suppose. So I look forward to that, with the next one, if he does get another murder victim in there. And I'll update you later when I've read the 30 or so pages left to read. If I don't need more, if I don't need more than that, actually, I could read more than that. But I'll update later on, when I've read some more. Back with another update, and I knew the killer would eventually make a mistake with the paint. He sent it ahead of time, before the murders, which wasn't a mistake, but he left one pack unopened, like he'd opened the palette and that he had sent, and he forgot to put it back together again, because it looks like a washing machine's been sent to each woman that he wants to kill. And for one woman, he didn't put it back together like the previous woman that he'd killed, so when police and FBI were there, it just looks like a washing machine container that's been delivered and left in a garage or something, and it's not suspicious within itself, so that it was overlooked completely. But the women that the FBI think are the next targets have been contacted, and they were asked, have you had delivery? So yes. So any woman on this list has been identified, and it was at like 90 something women that were potential victim, but now it's been put down to like 11 or something, and it's exciting, and I'm excited to see why he's picked the specific woman that he has. Like, I mean, there's reasons for why, like where they live by themselves and stuff, and part of the reason why they're getting murdered is because of things that went on in the army, for like sexual assault allegations and things, and most of them were true, and the men that had harassed them were punished either by prison time, depending on what happened, or they were dismissed, dishonourably dismissed, and most of these women ended up leaving the army themselves for like backlash almost, even though they didn't do anything wrong. 2 careers ended up ruined basically, because one person did wrong and one person should be punished for that, which is rightly so, but unfortunately it's unfair, and it happens not just in the army I think, but in many other professions, and I'm interested to know why he's picked certain people out of this large bunch of women, of the 90 something women, to pick on. Like, apart from the location of where they live and being by themselves, I'm curious to know more about why. To be honest, I don't know what his hidden agenda is, to be honest, so I'm interested. I'm halfway through now anyways. I've read another 50 pages on top of what I read earlier on, so I've read something like 93 pages today, and I've still got plenty of time to read before my partner comes home, because I normally read for about an hour and a half during the day. Well, it's mostly on night time, but I normally stop when he comes home because he's a distraction. So I might read a little bit more to get over the 100 pages today, and I might finish this book earlier than I thought, because it would take us 6-7 days to read if I was reading 75 pages a day, but if I'm reading more it's going to take us less, and I look forward to reading some more tonight. But if I don't read any more tonight, I'll update tomorrow, otherwise you'll see my face again, and I'll see you soon. Hello, I am back, and it's a Saturday, and on Thursday I only read 5 pages of The Visitor, and Friday I read 76 pages, and today I've only read 18 so far, but I do plan on reading a little bit more today and updating you later on. I've been enjoying this so far. The killer in this so far has made a mistake with the paint, and they've also figured out which woman that he's going for because of the paint. He sent a washing machine pallet to each of the women that he plans to murder, and it doesn't have a washing machine, it has the paint in it, and he left one pallet open by mistake. When he's used the paint, he's put them back into the box and sealed it, and he's forgotten to reseal it and has given that away entirely, which is how they figure out which women he was going for out of the group of like 90 that they had. So each woman now has police and FBI on guard at all times at a house. So I'm wondering what he's going to do to try and get into the house now for each woman, because he's watching what the police and FBI do. So it's interesting to see what he's going to do and how he's thinking, because he's hiding behind the facade that sexual assault's the reason why he's killing these women, because of things that have gone on in the army, but I don't think that's the case at all. I think the FBI have got the profiling wrong of them as well, because he's not actually being violent at all. So I look forward to see how it goes, and I'll update later on. Hello, I'm back with the final update tonight for The Visitor, and I've read another 67 pages, bringing the total up to 85 for today. And if I do well reading it tomorrow, I should actually finish the book, because there's only like 70 something pages left now, and I'm curious to how this is going to go, because Richa has been sending them on a little bit of a goose chase, and it should be interesting to see where that goes, because I think the reason behind the man killing a woman is guns and things, and they've witnessed stuff, but there's also the paint. They were actually expecting it by the looks of things, so it's interesting to see what he was telling them to make them feel like they weren't going to get killed. So I have to wait and see, and I'll update tomorrow when I've read some more. I'm back, and it's been more than a week since I've updated, and I did read the last 76 pages of The Visitor by Lee Child on the Sunday, and I read a total of 510 pages for that week, which is, I think, the best that I've read in recent vlogs slash read with me's. And I gave this 4 stars on Goodreads, and I enjoyed it, as I always do with Lee Child's books. And I do have the next one in the series to start at some point in the next couple of weeks, and I can encourage myself to read it, if I can actually do that. And I look forward to getting to this when I do, because I've got another couple of books as well that I've got to read, and I've got an audiobook for Becoming by Michelle Obama, which I've still got to get through more of, because I've been very unproductive and haven't even bothered listening to much of that, to be honest. So I'll see you in either my next vlog or my next video, an update on any reading and things like that, and I'll see you later, and thanks for watching.